Hello. Let me start by asking you a question. Have you wondered whether your children could do much better, have a much deeper understanding of their studies? Do you feel that if they had this understanding, they could do much better in class and much better with their homework, and finally much better in their tests and examinations? Well, you're not alone. Lots of parents feel that way. And a few years ago, maybe 15, 20 years ago, I read a very interesting blog about one of the top industrialists from Asia, India. He's on the news every day, and it would appear that he would have nothing other than his work and his business, no time for anything else. And so it would appear. Now, this person believed that he must teach both his children himself, and he prepared himself by having their timetables on hand, and he had a copy of all their textbooks with him at his office. And during the lunch break, which was for maybe 90 minutes, he would spend 10 minutes having lunch, and in the remaining period, he would lock himself in at the office, no phone calls, no visitors, and he would go through the textbooks and prepare himself deeply and be ready for the evening. By 5:30 or 5:45, he would leave the office, reach home, which was not very far off, and he would sit with his children by about 6:15. And he would make sure that he goes through with them all the lessons, make sure that they complete it, make sure that they catch up on the day's portion that was taught at school, and when everything is nicely rounded up and covered, he would have dinner with them and his family, and seeing them off to bed, he would go for the next hour or two to attend to his business at night, and that has been his routine for the last 12 to 13 years, and so writes the blogger. Now, from this, it's very clear that if you want your children to really perform, you must give your personal time. There could be, you may be having a lot of resources to engage the best tutors, but tutors can't do what you can do. You must sit with your children at a certain time, no less than 5 to 6 days in a week, and then you should make sure just on the lines that we have seen. And if you follow, and if every parent follows this method, you can be 100% sure that children will have a deep, in-depth understanding of the subjects. They will remember it from the various examples and the various other things that you can do to ensure that they remember it, and they could be able to easily bring it forth from memory and reproduce it when required during the exams. I'm sure that this little piece would have sparked the idea in you. Try it. You have nothing to lose. Be blessed.